Assalamu alaikum, friends. Hafiz Saeed, a religious scholar or cleric, people will be knowing him, although he is not, on the screen for the past many years. Something very, very interesting about him. He, by his religious inclination or by religious affiliation, he is a cleric of Ahle Hadith, Ahle Hadith sect in Pakistan and in many other countries, not following any of the four Imams of the Ahle Sunnah, rather drawing their, uh, drawing their, practice of Islam directly from the Sunnah, from the Hadith. He formed a group, Ad-Dawat wal Irshad, and then Lashkar-e Tayyibah. Ad-Dawat wal Irshad, that was non, that was something purely, relating to the religious beliefs and practices. And then Lashkar-e-Tayyiba, it is also absolutely religious in their point of view. And that was about, jihad al holy war in Kashmir against India's interests. And this, both of their, against India, because they recruited the younger people from here, launched it there, then, and then they fought. They, committed suicide attacks. They used to call it Fidai Hamle in our own Urdu language. And they kept doing both of these things. Particularly, they focused on jihad against India in the occupied Kashmir. They had the backing of ISI, and maybe it was the ISI who used to train the people. They recruited. It was the ISI who used to train them and launch them there in the Indian occupied Kashmir. The organization kept growing and growing and growing, and under the management of Hafiz Saeed Sahab, Hafiz Saeed Ahmad, what is his full name? And then at a time they thought, during all that, that the Mumbai attacks took place, Mumbai attacks, and certain people were launched, either from somewhere else, maybe from Dubai or from anywhere else. The blame was on these people. The blame was on this, Hafiz Saeed Ahmad, that they have done all that. And that they attacked the two five-star hotels in Mumbai, Oberoi Hotel and Taj Mahal Hotel, and they kept fighting. They kept fighting. They kept fighting for several days, and on the security forces who surrounded them, some of the people were killed in that, and the whole world was stunned. It was a sort of 9/11 for India. It was a sort of 9/11 for India. After that, India, made it as a number one priority that they will mobilize the international powers to put pressure on Pakistan, so that they should either hand over the Hafiz Saeed Ahmad to India via America, to America, but Pakistan government resisted. But the pressure, but the result of that pressure was that Pakistan government have to restrict the activities of this organization and Hafiz Saeed Ahmed. Rather, they had to put him in the jail, and so that to tell it to the people that yes, indeed, we are doing something against Hafiz Saeed Ahmed and his group of party. But till then, as far as party was concerned, it expanded a lot and it became one of the most powerful religious parties of Pakistan, and they were absolutely apolitical, nothing to do with the practical politics at all. And that was, till this stage. And then, once they grew a lot, once the number of people in it grew a lot, then what Hafiz Saeed and his cabinet, his close associates, the executive council of his his party decided that we should rename the party, and the renaming of the party was, the new name of the party was Jamaatud Dawa. Jamaatud Dawa. And then they minimized their Kashmir operation. Rather, maybe it was halted, and they kept growing. Rather, they turned toward the welfare of the Pakistan's needy people, and they worked a lot. So they did a lot of social work they did a lot of social work. They formed a separate department with the name of Falahi Insaniyat Pakistan. Falahi Insaniyat Pakistan, FIP. Falahi Insaniyat, Falahi Insaniyat. So they Falahi Insaniyat. And that was their it was quite intelligently done, because their welfare network grew a lot. On the one hand, Jamaatul Dawa itself, although they were not very active now at the Kashmir front, but their Jamaatul Dawa, it grew a lot. And so did their Falahi Insaniyat Foundation, FIF, fifth. So both of these grew a lot under the management of Hafiz Saeed Ahmed and his colleagues, and that was something very much stunning, not for the Pakistan, and even for the whole of the world, because the world was watching them. Because they all the powers had their embassies in Pakistan, and they were quite aware that this religious force is growing and growing and growing with the passage of time, and they too kept planning about it, that how to somehow restrict it, minimize it, even eliminate that. So this is about Hafiz Saeed Ahmad, and today this was actually the part one, and in the next part, and then the third part, maybe we shall be completing the story and the subject. It is very interesting indeed and very informative indeed.